Welcome back to SL Chennai Speaks Out Season 2, the Margazhi season. Culture versus commerce. This is the round where sparks will fly. It's on to our third round, crossfire. Yes, Krishna, it's all yours.
I'd like to first respond to Anil Srinivasan because I don't know which side of the argument he was on. It's quite interesting to listen to him actually talk about the Margazhi season when he was actually not part of it for most of his life. And he's just now worked with Sikil Gurucharan. But the fact is two things here. One, he talks about youngsters not getting enough space. Again, he has no sense of history. Youngsters have always got space. We are products of that. With us standing here, how do you say that youngsters don't get space? And secondly, you're talking about the media. It's true that anywhere in the media, the people who are at the top of the profession are going to be seen, are going to be writing. He writes articles every second day in the newspaper. So maybe he should move and ask somebody else to write.
Now take on Sasikaran.
Yeah. See, I think they've been beautiful at actually shooting their feet themselves. So actually they've done most of our job. See, all the points they are saying is, no, we have never said that commercialism is not there. Nobody is saying commercialism is not there, the commercial aspect is not there. But let's look at this. There are no festivals in the world where sponsors would come willingly and give you money, okay, for classical arts. Here you have a situation where sponsors are saying, I'll give you money, but I don't want my face in the front of the festival, but I'm still willing to support it. Now that's a fact that it's the music that's driving them to support. You take traditional sponsors of the classical arts in South India, in Madras. Most of them supported it because of their love for the arts. Nobody supported it because it was a corporate visibility point. It was because love for arts is what drove them. So even the sponsors come from the point of love for arts. And I think we really need to celebrate that. So
Sashi?
I think, yeah, it's very interesting that Krishna brings this point. Actually, frankly speaking,
but he's accused you of shooting yourself in the film.
No, I don't think we agree with that. Basically, we never said that there's no culture. We also say that there is culture, but only the Margazhi. If you take the Margazhi as a case, as he's pointed, I think Sharda said there was one patron who probably feels his name does not want to get flashed. But I can tell you, I am doing PPT presentations for several corporate organizations today. They want deliverables, they want it accepted. They actually check on each of these deliverables and see whether it's fulfilled. And it takes about 2.5 to 3 months after the event when you actually get back the money. So it's not that they don't do it. They do it. I mean, it's completely false. If somebody says today that it's only going to be the culture that they're coming in for, they are sponsoring this event because they do look at a high aficionados who come in here. They ask you for a target market. They know who are the target markets. There are real estate groups and very new sponsors who have come in, who are all looking at a mileage, who are all looking to sell their products, who are all looking at a commodity.
Who is supplying this market for them? Answer that question. Who is supplying
the market itself? In fact, the Sabha culture. Let me get into the Sabha culture. The Sabha culture itself, for instance, to provide an opportunity or a platform to an organization, it was set up by a lot of people who were in a good level in the society and who were looking at creating creating a hype in their society or status as such. It was individuals earlier. Now it is corporates. That's about it.
No, but the whole point is he's again just saying the same thing. He says the corporates are here. Okay, let's say the corporates are here for all the deliverables and all the visibility. Fine. Great, let them be there. But why are they there and why do they think this is an opportunity?
They are there because of the branding of some of the artists.
Your teammate Sharda said that Shiv Nara, somebody gives half that money, would want their picture and all.
Yeah. I think what she said.
We do have halls in the name of some top people. Patrons. We do have.
1 second. While there are always people who are going to ask for deliverables, there are always going to be people who don't have deliverables. Now, T.D. Krishnamachari came later, so let's not get into that.
No. It is named, right?
No, I'm talking about that was after he died, for your kind information.
No, but even then.
No, not when he was alive and he was sponsoring. So let's not get into that. But anyway, the fact is there are corporates who are going to do it and say I don't want visibility, and that was what it was mainly in the 80s. And now you have corporates who say that I want my banner here, blah 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 here. Now let's look at this. Why are they saying that they are there? What is the driving force? The driving force that they are there is because they see, say, a commercial opportunity, like he says. Very good, there's a commercial opportunity. But why is there a commercial opportunity? Because there are 2,000 people who are coming and sitting there to listen to X, Y, Z sing and dance. So unless you had those 2,000 people willing to sacrifice that time and effort, make the effort to come and listen to music, these corporates who want these deliverables will never be there. So their driving force is the market, and the market is driven by art.
The market is driven only for a few organizations. Again, when I talk on commerce, the commerce either does or it actually kills.
What?
The entire culture. If you are really talking about cultural icons, if you're talking about cultural icons today, I think there are several other quality musicians who have not got any hype. They have got no market.
There are cricketers like that too.
They have got no market hype. There's only market hype, and they are willing to pitch in their money only for those names. They are only willing to do it. So again, there is only a commercial interest in certain particular brands. So there is a branding happening here, and the same 12 o'clock slots which we were talking about when you know, some of our artists today are in the top. I can tell you that you can watch a lot of 12 o'clock slots today. We all know the reality. How many people in the audience throng to these concerts where it was full. It was full some years back.
He's wrong. I was there at the concert yesterday.
No, there are few artists. Again, I'm saying it's again branding. Again, personal branding. It's again. I can tell you there are several good artists who are today not even seen in the scene in the December. Some good quality artists who are not even in the scene.
Tell me one field where there are not people who are great and very qualified who are not seen in the scene. These are all.
So it's not just culture. It's not culture. That's what I'm trying to say. If it was only culture, then we should have
No. This is ridiculous. Because it's culture, 100 people perform. Come on, give me a break.
There are 2 or 3 things. First of all, there was this question about the hall being named T.T. Krishnamachari. It is named T.T. Krishnamachari with a very different intent from commerce. It is named that with the same intent that a road is named after Subramanya Bharati. So let's get that out of the way.
Let's not get
the
sentimental about these things. I think there are several organizations where you have the names put there and the patrons have their names. We are getting sentimental about one particular
thing. Let me finish.
Come on, that's it.
Let me finish. That's one thing.
Every hall in Chennai is named after somebody. It's not named after any music.
One moment. I have not seen any sabha that has been named after a sponsor, a sabha. I've seen placards. Can I finish?
Give us examples. Give us examples then.
Yeah, give us examples of a sabha named after a sponsor.
No, what's your
distinction here? Just follow
yeah,
a distinction
I have
first.
seen placards of sponsors at the gate, at the arches, sometimes inside the hall. Now, as I was saying earlier, this is not a perfect space. This is an imperfect space. And the imperfections need to be ironed out. But to mistake that and say that this is driven by commerce. Now you have a huge, textile tycoon who's also Nalli, who sponsors. I don't believe that he's not driven by the music. I don't believe that. I don't buy that argument. I think he's somebody who can easily jump into filmdom. He doesn't have to be here, point one. The second statistical evidence that I'd like to present, and you can challenge me on this if I'm wrong, is that in every other sector, the corporate sector, the film sector, you'll find often the marketing budget is far more significant. And it's the marketing that actually drives Amir Khan or Shah Rukh Khan or any other Khan's, film success.
You're not giving us examples from Tamil film industry.
And Surya and Vikram and I don't have a problem with that. I'm saying it's a general trend. But here,
the sun makes the star.
I think it does. I think.
What do you expect for an audience of 1,000 and 2,000 when we consider that is very big for an industry?
No,
I'm saying that you can argue much more convincingly in cinema that a star is made at least 50% by the marketing.
No, this is not right.
Neither
give us examples.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
I would like each of these 3 people to tell me that they were made by the marketing or by their music. I want to ask them.
All right, answer that and then go back to the example of Sabha's named after.
Yes or no answer.
Why have they been recognized as artists? This is my simple question.
So 2 things. Let me 2 things. One, if you can answer that question first as to about your recognition as artists. Secondly, give us examples of Sabhas named after sponsors.
Let me tell you, there are a handful of artists who have made it today. Out of several artists. Okay, so let's not really, again, when you're going in again to that same talk, I really have to say that, it's not about, it's again a combination of a lot of things which work for certain artists in certain space where they are made. Otherwise, I don't think we'll have, I think we should have several other artists also in the foray if it's only going to be culture. I've never said there's no culture as they themselves say, there's no commerce. See, I mean, basically we are trying to say that there is culture. And absolutely the culture has to be commercially supported, and it's predominantly the Margazhi season. If you actually see, it is mainly the corporate support comes only during the Margazhi season.
Why? Tell me why, please. I want to know why.
10,000 NRIs who come here. 10,000 NRIs and
why do the NRIs come? Why do the NRIs come?
Because of that's the time that they get the holidays.
Okay, but why do they come? To come and sleep or to sit at home?
No, they don't come to other concerts during the year because they don't have time. There's only time they can take off.
No, why do they come in December to do what?
They might be interested in music.
No, let me also add.
They might be interested in music as an answer. Give me a break.
No. Sasikiran, today when you have Skype and YouTube, why is that they prefer to travel all the way and come and sit here in a sabha instead of watching it probably on TV or on YouTube on the net?
They could do 100 things.
Look at
they
it.
spend money on
culture has
it's because isn't it because, let's be honest, of the desire to soak in that culture here?
Yes.
Otherwise they can sit there and watch it on TV or on YouTube or wherever.
Whatever, as it's told, the culture has to be the culture.
Not to speak of having of relishing all that's in the Sabha canteen as well.
It's not.
It's not only. Basically they come here, they have a visibility. There is a lot of networking happening.
No, not just performance. Not just performance. Other than performance. Not just performing.
Networking, you said?
Make a distinction here, Sashi.
Networking happening.
All right, there are a lot of people who come to hunt for brides or grooms during the Margazhi season here. So it's again not just culture, it's also another reason. Sharda?
One moment.
Yeah.
That is also part of culture.
Oh, okay.
It's part of culture.
Another point here.
The market is there. The market is visible. That's when they come.
There are corporates here. Let me just tell you another aspect on the Sabha culture. You know, this is the only time of the year that the Sabha actually makes money. Okay?
Yeah,
let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish.
That's precisely the point.
Can I finish?
No.
Thank you. And you know why they make money? They make money because the number of people filling the seats there in December because of the inflow.
That's what we are also saying.
Yes. I'm also saying that. Yeah. The inflow of the audience comes in there. And because of this huge inflow of the audience, you get corporate sponsorship. Now there is, exactly. So how does the routing of this happen? It happens through interest in arts. The audience comes in. The attention is on the arts, attention is on dance. So the corporate says, well, let me put my banner over there. And then the commercialism comes in. So it is not, I give you the money, now get me the crowd. Sorry, it's not the inverse. And they are talking the inverse, which is ridiculous.
We are not talking the inverse. Again, we are not talking the inverse.
That means you are agreeing with us.
No. Again, what we are trying to say is, why is this not happening in a non-Margazhi time? We are only talking again to Margazhi, specific to Margazhi. Yeah. Only Margazhi we are talking. Outside Margazhi, the same.
NRS, the weather is good, they'll come in December. Then why are you arguing with me now?
We are talking, that is the time that they can take off from their work.
Yeah, then you know why the sponsors are coming.
No. That's what I'm trying to say. If the same artists are not able to draw the same crowd or pull off the tickets in the rest of the year, why are we talking on Margazhi season?
Right,
the Margazhi season is always happening.
Okay. We'll take another short break on SL Chennai Speaks Out, but the final round here is called Public Punch, where the Rasikas, where the people of Chennai will really have their say. Stay tuned.